Alright, so this video is going to be for one of our YouTube friends, Haunted360, who's going to undertake building his own MK2 cabinet. So I'm not sure if he's building it because he can't get a hold of one, or he just wants to just do a build by himself, which is cool either way. But he just wanted to see a few things on how the cabinet is put together so he can start his project. I don't know anywhere where there's actual MK2 or MK3 cabinet plans. I know it was an MK1. I think it was Jacobud, JOCOBUD.com, and he had some plans on there. I'm not sure if it was an MK2 or MK1, but MK2 and MK3 are exactly the same. Same specs. I mean, if you didn't know the cabinet, I mean, they're exactly the same. But for informational purposes, the control panel is put together with an air gun, I'd imagine. I mean, that's the way I'd put mine together here. I actually took the old control panel apart, and there's just little brads in there from like an air gun. A nail gun rather, and glue was the other thing, and there's just a little, if you look inside here, there's little tiny blocks right here that support all the weight of the control panel, and the control panel sits on top of here, and these are air bradded in here, and in here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and there's another one here, and there's another one here in this corner, and then there's a few in this corner here, as you can see. He also asked me about the control panel hinge. As you can see, it's not just screwed right through the control panel. There's an actual ledge that they drilled through here, or routed out, better yet, and it sits in there because when you close it, if you can see the front here, you can see the hinge actually sneaking out there, right there, and you can see it does not go all the way to the edge. There's a good space right here between the edge of the cabinet and that. And you can see the spacing right there where they routed around it. So you wouldn't be able to just throw any hinge in there, because I think when you open it, it would hit. And obviously you don't want it hitting. I don't know how often you're going to be opening it, but that's one thing you'd have to undertake. And then there's 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and those go through the hinge and connect right here, 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 and here. And then as far as the top goes, these are actual metal control panels. I'm not sure how familiar Haunted360 is with these things, but they're made from the factory with bolts installed, and they come down through the metal control panel, and they don't have anything on top. So the top is nice and smooth, and you just drop them through these pre-drilled holes in the wooden control panel, and then you screw the bolts on the back. So he would just have to build a wooden one like I did here, out of 3/4 inch MDF, and just drill all the holes. Put the control panel overlay over the top, it's adhesive, cut out the holes obviously, and then what I did is, instead of drilling holes in all it, I just attached it with security screws. It looks identical to the MK2 and the MK3, but there's no bolts that come through per se like this or that. I don't know if you can see my finger in the way, and then this one here. So I mean, that's the way it is from the factory, but I mean, really, who gives a shit? I mean, if it's going to be in your house, you're not going to have anybody in the arcade trying to rip the control panel off, so who cares? He also asked me about the monitor hinges. Every single MK cabinet I've ever seen is exactly the same in the way they put the monitor in there. They're actually the same, I think, all from Midway. A lot of the arcade games are exactly the same. They use 4 bolts, 2 here and 2 right down here, and we can barely kind of make them out. And what's on the opposite side of this? I really don't want to take the whole cabinet apart, glass, bezel, and take out the monitor just to show you. It looks like an L bracket. Kind of sits like this, and the monitor sits in the bracket, and the bolts go through. Actually, they come in through this way, and there's 2 bolts that hold it on, and the monitor simply just slips right in. So I'm not sure what he's going to do about that. You can kind of see him on the MK3 here and right there. But I have seen them on eBay a couple of times. There's some guy in Florida that just tears down arcade cabinets and then puts the individual pieces for sale. You could probably get them from HAP, or you might be able to email twistedquarter.com and see if he's got something like that. Or you could just do it like your main man did, which was just put a couple of 2x4s in there, and get your measurements right. And then, I mean, that'd hold it fine. I mean, the weight of these things is tremendous, and the amount of weight that they can support is tremendous. So I'm not sure what else he wanted to see. He wanted to see the mesh of the speaker grill. So here's a speaker grill here. It comes up and curls around right here, and there's I think 10 bolts that go in here in a rectangular fashion. Underneath here is a piece of wood. So I mean, I don't know where you could buy this. I think I saw it on eBay one time, or maybe on Twisted Quarter or Hap or somewhere, but they do sell this metal mesh material. I mean, if you want it to look authentic, I mean, my advice would be to just go buy your own cabinet, or try to find one and then just redo it. But, you know, I mean, I tried to build one of these a long time ago, and it's a pain in the ass. It takes a lot of work, and they don't come out exactly the way you want them to, especially when you start routering around the edges like this. You know, but I mean, if it's something you can do, by all means, I'm not here to stop you. If you can do it, great. I know that Pete, the guy in New York, has a couple of them. I think he built his own MK3 and with the adhesive stickers on the side. So you might want to check him out and email him. Maybe he's got specs on it, but I mean, his turned out really, really nice. So I'm not sure what else to show you. I mean, if you need any other help, let me know. I mean, there's specific things like the way the joysticks are mounted underneath here. You know, they're mounted with the four bolts that come through the top, like that. The holes, I think, are 3/4 inch. So, you know, like I said, if there's other things you need, let me know. But it's just a basic video showing you of all the work you're going to have to do. Can it be done? Of course it can be done. It just is a lot easier if you go find a beat-up cabinet and just restore it. But more power to you if you can. Good luck to you, Haunted360. Hope it turns out well. And if you need any other measurements, let me know. But that's basically how exactly they look as far as an MK3 and MK2. And then, like I said, the MK1 where I built this panel. You know, when I built this, my girlfriend's father has an entire wood shop, and it took the better half of 6 hours to build just this piece here. So, you know, it's going to be a time-consuming process. Just understand that. But best of luck to you, and I'm sure it'll turn out nice because I've seen some of the other things you've done, and I'm sure it'll turn out well. So good luck, and we'll see you next time.